Planning to visit North Cascades National Park? In the next few minutes, we'll cover the must-see scenic stops, the best hikes, including what we think is the best hike in all of our travels, and we'll go in-depth on a few of our favorites. We'll also show you how we'd spend one day or 2 full days here, plus everything else you need to know. We're Amy and Pete. While visiting, you have to drive Highway 20. Known as North Cascades Scenic Highway, it heads past jagged peaks, glaciers, forests, and the beautiful Diablo Lake. At the lake, you'll have incredible views of the bright blue reservoir. The visitor center is a great place to stop to get trail and weather conditions in this dynamic park. On the east side is the Washington Pass Overlook that offers sweeping alpine views after a short walk. And finally, if you have time, consider visiting Lake Chelan and taking the ferry to the remote community of Stehekin. Before we get into the best hikes, the Diablo Lake Overlook is located on the north side of North Cascades Scenic Byway, about 6 miles east of New Halem. There's a parking area and vault toilets. The main viewpoint is only a few feet from the parking area. You'll need about 15 minutes here, but you may enjoy staying for longer. Light in the morning tends to be better as it can look washed out in the afternoon. Whenever you get here though, it's worth a stop. The visitor center is on the west side of North Cascades Scenic Highway. Here you'll find maps and exhibits about the park and its wildlife. You can talk to rangers, and there's a short interpretive trail as well. Plan on spending about 30 minutes. The Washington Pass Overlook is on the far east side of the North Cascades Scenic Highway, just outside the park boundary and on the way to the town of Winthrop. From the parking area, there's a short walk to an observation tower. It's only about a quarter-mile round trip and is paved, but it is a bit uphill, so just be prepared. Plan on spending 15 to 30 minutes here. Lake Chelan is located in the southeast part of the park. It's remote, and it'll take about 2 hours to drive here from Winthrop. Most people also take a ferry to really experience it. The ferry ride is several hours, and you'll head up to the town of Stehekin. It's a small town with limited services. From here you can take a shuttle to the hiking trails, or you can just spend time exploring the town before catching the ferry back. You can camp here and even stay here in the lodge, or just make it a day trip. Be sure to get ferry reservations well in advance of your visit though. For easy hikes, a good one is Ladder Creek Falls near New Halem, with garden paths and waterfalls. The River Loop Trail heads through a thick forest near the visitor center. The Trail of the Cedars Nature Trail is shaded and heads through old-growth cedars. The Thunderwoods Nature Trail is near the campground and travels through the forest above Diablo Lake. From the parking area, the Ladder Creek Falls Trail crosses a suspension bridge over the Skagit River. On the far side, you'll enter the Ladder Creek Falls Garden, which is a beautifully landscaped area built in the 1920s. From the garden, the trail heads into the forest and starts climbing on a series of stone staircases with handrails. You'll then reach the viewpoints looking into the narrow chasm that Ladder Creek drops through. You can't get right up to the falls, but it is beautiful. From here, the path continues around the back of the powerhouse and onto the service road, crossing a vehicle bridge back to the parking area. You'll park at the east side of New Halem on Highway 20 at milepost 120. It's directly across the river from the Gorge Powerhouse. For hikes on the harder side, the Thunder Knob Trail starts at the campground and climbs to a peak overlooking Diablo Lake and Jack Mountain. The Maple Pass Loop is our favorite hike in all the national parks so far. It starts at Rainy Pass in the east and has views of Lake Ann before offering spectacular panoramic views of the Cascades. The Easy Pass Trail is anything but easy as it climbs through a forest, a meadow, and then to a peak with amazing scenery. And the Sourdough Mountain Trail is hard. After a grueling climb of over 5,000 feet, you'll be rewarded with some of the best views in the park. The Thunder Knob Trail is the easiest way to earn a big Diablo Lake view. After departing from the Colonial Creek campground, it heads into the forest before climbing on a series of gentle switchbacks. It stays moderate the whole way, so it's a great option if you want the scenery without the grind. It'll even work well for families with younger children. As you get near the top, the trees open up at the Thunder Knob viewpoint, and it has sweeping views of Diablo Lake and the surrounding peaks, including Jack Mountain. Another great thing is that since it's lower than the alpine trails, it's often clear of snow and hikeable earlier in the season. You'll park at the Colonial Creek campground on Highway 20 on the shore of Diablo Lake. The trail starts gently as you follow the Rainy Lake Trail for about 0.3 miles before splitting off. We recommend hiking clockwise by taking a left. From here, the trail starts to climb steadily through the forest, aided by switchbacks. About 1.3 miles in, you'll get an overlook of Rainy Lake, which is fed by waterfalls. After departing the overlook, the alpine scenery begins. The climbing continues until around mile 2. As you approach the pass, you'll see wildflowers, rocky slopes, and even snow much of the year. You'll finally get to Maple Pass and enter into North Cascades National Park, where panoramic views stretch in every direction. After the pass, you'll descend along open ridgelines with views of Lake Anne. The descent is long, gradual, and exposed. You'll even pass by signs of previous rock slides and avalanches as you hike the 3.5-mile trek back to the parking area. Park at the Rainy Pass trailhead, located on Highway 20 between Marble Mount and Winthrop. A few notes. It's best to hike this loop mid-July through mid-September, as snow can linger well into July. The lot fills up quickly, so get to the trailhead before 7 or earlier on busy days. You can hike the loop in either direction. Clockwise is steep on the way up, but it's a bit easier on the knees on the way down. Weather can change quickly up here, so bring layers, and pets are not allowed on the trail. The park is located in northern Washington, about 2 hours north of Seattle, 4.5 hours from Mount Rainier, and 5 hours from Olympic National Park. You can see the main sights of the park in a day. To experience the best this park has to offer on the trails, then plan on 2 to 3 days. There is a lodge in Stehekin if you take the Lake Chelan ferry. There are 5 drive-in campgrounds. Traditional lodging outside the park can be found in Marble Mount and Concrete. If you only have a day, we recommend driving the North Cascades Scenic Highway, and be sure to stop at the Diablo Lake Overlook and Washington Pass Overlook. A stop at the visitor center is definitely worth it, but don't prioritize it over heading into the park. We also recommend getting out and doing at least one hike. If you are up for the challenge, head over and hike the Maple Pass Trail first thing in the morning. If you are looking for something a bit easier, then head to either the Thunder Knob Trail, the River Loop, or Ladder Creek Falls. If you have 2 days, then you may want to consider also taking the ferry and heading to Stehekin. This will take all day, but you'll have time to also hike a short trail and walk around the town. If you'd rather spend time in the main part of the park, then hiking the Sourdough Mountain Trail is highly recommended, though it is difficult. Before we get into our final important notes, we need to let you know that the North Cascades Scenic Highway does shut down due to snow, so be sure to check road conditions ahead of your visit. A few notes. The best times of the year to visit are July through September. Many hikes are only accessible after the snow melts in mid to late July, so check the park conditions before you go. It's pretty remote here, so be sure you have supplies before you go. Bring sun protection and plenty of layers, as the weather here can change pretty quickly. And leash pets are allowed in the park, but not on most of the trails. And if you're planning other park visits, Amy and I are creating guides for every US park. Subscribe so you don't miss the ones you'll visit next. And if you want to remember your trips forever, be sure and check out our park stickers and custom travel posters at justgotravelstudios.com. Link is in the description.